Your Royal Majesty Otumfuo II, Asantehene, Lady Julia, Your Excellency Webul John Ramkalawan, President of the Republic of Seychelles, Mrs. Linda Ramkalawan, First Lady of the Republic of Seychelles, our beloved President John Otumfuo, Second President of the Republic of the Fourth Republic, Regional Minister, Excellencies, eminent clergy, Madam Vice Chancellor and Provost of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Nananum, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Otumfuo II Silver Jubilee Planning Committee, I welcome you all to this morning's ceremony, which is the last of the three major activities the Planning Committee adored at the beginning of the year to celebrate three seminal events in the annals of our history, namely the 150 years anniversary of the Sagranti War, which we marked in February, the Silver Jubilee of the coronation of Otumfuo II as Asantehene, which we celebrated with pomp and circumstance in April and May. With great honor, we welcome Your Excellency Webul John Ramkalawan, President of the Republic of Seychelles, and Mrs. Ramkalawan to Kumasi, the heartland of the Asante Kingdom, of King Prempeh the first from your nation, the Republic of Seychelles. We recognize with immense gratitude how the people of Seychelles, guided by the bare values of peace and hospitality, stood as compassionate heirs to our king during his stay in that country. It is truly fitting that today, as we mark this centenary, we are honored by the presence of Your Excellency, a person whose own life is dedicated to serving both country and the spiritual community as an Anglican priest. Hence, Excellency, your favorite appellation, Father President, because you straddle both the secular and non-secular worlds. Father President, we welcome you. We welcome our beloved President John Otumfuo. You have come to your own. And be assured, Mr. President, that we who know you respect you and honor you. And we shall so respect you until time and circumstance shall be no more. Today, we have gathered here on the sacred grounds of Manshia to commemorate one of the most significant events in the history of our people, the return of Otumfuo Prempeh I from exile a century ago. It is a moment of reflection, a moment of celebration, and a moment of deep reverence for the resilience, courage, and leadership of our great king and the unwavering strength of the Asante people. 100 years ago, our beloved King, the Asantehene, Otumfuo Prempeh I, returned home from an island in the Indian Ocean called Seychelles. This exile, imposed by the British colonial administration, sought to diminish the influence of the Asante Kingdom, believing that by removing our king, they could break our unity. But alas, as history has shown, they were indeed wrong. Instead, our unity deepened, our culture remained steadfast, and the spirit of the Ashanti people became unshakable. In 1896, Otumfuo Prempeh I, along with key members of the Ashanti royal family and his closest advisors, was taken into exile. For nearly 30 years, he remained far from his homeland, yet his leadership never wavered. He never surrendered his love for the Ashanti people, and his return in 1924 marked the rekindling of hope, pride, and resilience for all Ashantis. We remember his return not only as a return of our king, but as a return of the embodiment of our identity and sovereignty. For us, it was a powerful reminder that no matter how far away our leaders may be, no matter how far away, no matter how oppressive the conditions we face, the Ashanti spirit cannot be exiled. It cannot be silenced. Indeed, it is eternal. The exile of Prempeh I was not only a test of his personal strength and endurance, but it was a test of our people. And what did we do? We persevered. We maintained our cultural heritage, our customs, and our traditions, all in defiance of colonial attempts to dismantle them, even as our king was taken from us. The Ashanti people stood tall, united in purpose, determined to preserve our legacy for the future generations. The lessons of this history are clear. Just as Otumfuo Prempeh I refused to be broken, so too must we continue to refuse anything that threatens our unity, our sovereignty, and our dignity. His return signifies that no force can destroy the bonds that tie us together as a people. It is a lesson in the power of resilience, of courage, and the belief in the restoration of justice. As we mark 100 years since his return, we must honor not only the memory of Otumfuo Prempeh I, but also the enduring legacy he left behind. He taught us that leadership is not determined by mere power, but by the ability to serve one's people with dignity, wisdom, and unwavering commitment. And these are the very attributes that fortunately define the reign of our present king, Otumfuo II. His life in exile demonstrated his deep love for the Ashanti kingdom, and his return symbolizes our collective determination to hold fast to our traditions and our destiny and our identity. Today, as we celebrate this milestone, let us look to the future with the same strength and vision that guided our ancestors. We owe it to them and to the generations to come to preserve our heritage, to continue building a strong and united Ashanti kingdom, and to ensure that the values of courage, unity, and respect of our tradition, as well as the traditions and customs of other ethnic groups, are never lost. In conclusion, I wish to thank you all for being part of this commemoration. Together, let us continue to honor our ancestors, preserve the legacy of Otumfuo Prempeh I, and ensure that the values of courage, resilience, courage, and unity are passed on to future generations. May the spirit of Otumfuo Prempeh I continue to guide us, and may the Ashanti Kingdom always remain a beacon of strength and pride. I thank you very much for your attention.
No one said oh, sorry, I know, sorry, I'm not very friendly for back.
And I say to the name, was the break it is the quantum of what I say, Tina Yamo, and I say, Tina was the break it is the quantum of what
Of turmoil, conflict, heart-wrenching tragedy, and heroism. This fearless leader, who ruled from the 26th of March 1888 until his death in 1931, faced countless challenges from the onset. Prempeh's ascension to the throne was marked by a brutal civil war, which left deep scars and divided loyalties among the Asantes. The states of Mampong, Okufu, Nsutai, Adansi, and Dadiase refused to recognize his authority, while Kumasi, Pekwai, Tape, Ejoso, Offenso, and Nkoranza stood by him. And yet, as he navigated these treacherous landscapes, Prempeh faced an even greater threat: the British Empire's relentless pursuit of control over the Ashanti Kingdom. With his unwavering dedication to preserving Ashanti sovereignty, Nana Prempeh resisted British deals and sweetheart proposals, sparking a maelstrom of conflict and intrigue. With a heart full of peace, he defended his people against the British, and yet the inspiring generations to come. Join me on this captivating journey into the heart of Asante history as we unravel the complex tale of Nana Prempeh I, a monarch who embodied the very essence of courage, wisdom, diplomacy, and sacrifice.
Hey, another me say it. Just see at work. And then no one will get. Just see at work.
And Sunday, we just say, "Get out of that." Everyone, we are not here. Nigga, you see a come on, Otumfuo was said to see a casting in Canada. And in your book of Comfort, and I said, "Nah, come my before." No, some shit dancing. Now, see, I spoke about that problem. But for when we are to send over Yassas, that's a done. And quite was and we call it. Hey, how about that?
One much waiting. Who can someone get here? Fancy Kamame.
Now, one would indeed do this. Now, also go up with you. Now,
and I know you are so what I was saying. Sabi, I was telling someone what you are saying. We say, the friend one man, they got out from me, second from brother, what did not say one of brother. And first of friend one, they got out from the second free, I'm not into your friend. And I know said that brother was the giver. You are saying that. And I'm not deciding about it. They don't send my man for me a sentiment. Open Flossie getting kind. I'm not to say, oh, my crime, young of food. I want to say, the man, let's see the mention to my say. I feel so, you can say my crime. I'm not to be never seen as I met at once. They may have friend and me. I feel so, open floor in any. And I do myself for Frank Brothers, I have become says, and this is the idea of Sylvia, Obitian and Andalusia. I feel open for saying, young man, Sadia tells you, sɛ wɔtie ne nsɛm a wɔde aba no na ɔdi so bi a ɛneɛ wɔatua Nana Prempeh wɔatua ne ka wɔatua mo nananom so
na sɛ mɛntie manfoɔ sɛ anyɛ ɔyɔ so deɛ deɛ wɔbɛba abɛtum adeɛ so na ɔde akyerɛku adakyerɛ da so
yɛwura sɛ amra no sɛ yɛwura ntie ne nsɛm na ɔde ba no na sɛ wɔani so bi a ɛneɛ ɔbɛba abɛtu Nana Prempeh adeɛ so na wɔde akyerɛbɔ ana abɛsi anya so
nananom mefrɛ mu a na wɔani nsɛm foforɔ abra do saa
nananom yɛwura so ɔfrɛ mu a na wɔani nsɛm foforɔ a amra no saa aba nananom madama sɛdeɛ ɔpemfoɔ wɔseɛ no madama nananom wɔsɛ mpa
Otumfuo kyerɛ me kasa dame gyina hɔ ɛna asɛm a kɔsikɔkɔ akɔfa aba ɛyɛ fusɛm paa ɔnim nyansa no wɔnhyia bi ansa na yɛde ne bɛtena sika mpo a bɛwɔ no a nananom deɛ wɔwɔ yi wɔde hwɛ wɔde hwɛ abɔ ho a anaasɛ wate sɛ yɛntimi hwɛ yɛ ho basa sɛsie mu daban a aboa biara wura mu me ne pii ka
Madam, I just go via my
wɔafra ne kasa
But see, and several country, I'm not going to try. They say me, the opposite says, I will be only seeing my daddy. When I go up on my daddy, you're up, madam. Then she'll come and say, the better will come, madam. After you, I will feel the CC. And if you are in Babuja, the friend of Tim, and the other then some of the you are happy. Then pay away a little more happy. As I see a 2 year Tiasu or from farmer. No. Official could go with you. But you see, someone has said what I share. Who said it on there? I was to call your dad. So soon, how you still want to know that? Say, hopefully, some which are new. Yajana was so part of was very comfortable. That's a good. And I am casting a person in Manu. Then I did it. It's a party. I don't know what I play a woman. And then what did it? That is in the attack.
And Nana, to watch out, I don't want to know. Cassa, I say, I think I can't Canada. And Papa, who are Ama Mampo, Okofu. That is it. Near that say, I would think at the one and I'm going to say, I is some way here. Give me that. Maybe it's a fabrication by. And I'm Mamma, I would say, and go in my hand. That's what part of my area or the baby. Yes, somewhere am I.
But we said that you should make a more brain of Papa. We said, send them to say, oh, we said,
Now, just you know, Adama said an African was to say, somebody you could say between.
For example, Madam, the quack, you decide when the mom now will try to and play. I think what on top said, or what you have one, not what to do.
Adama said, and I'm a
say, I'm rather above what they call Nassau, on the Kaiser. I am above what the farmer.
and now Adama said, you last year.
Madam, you can't have between myself. Your son's very hard. Obey him, him money. See the very can of what you have not what to do.
Now, Adama said, and I'm here.
Actually, even to Nana Prempeh say, what they are Kadanya and to person of as you say.
And I'm studying now, Prempeh, or see a few so, you put a person in the wall. Yama, and also what they got, and also say, I can't send.
For example, Madam, and the catcher said, the Virginia, in Pia, often Pia, and in our dream crop, and a time. We need that time of a 30 years. We are going to get it, the massive. Local faith for Yaba. That dreamy the bus answer. But the ever place. yɛn ka ne saa because yɛn ti ɛho ase yɛn bɛ wɔ bi a wɔde wɔ promoti bɛ kɔ yi ɛba sa yɛn yɛde suro bɛ kya ɛn.
Na Prempeh wada ama sɛdeɛ nana no si
akyia me tie bɛ tu nana no ma sɛ sɛ da wɔn ma se papa
nana no na Prempeh so da ma so papa
sɛdeɛ nana no ma ka no abrado ne ne mpanimfoɔ wɔn mo dwene wɔn ankasa yie die
sɛdeɛ na Prempeh si no ɔsi amado ne ne dɔm ɔmo di wɔn ankasa yie
na yɛn nso yɛtena se ma nsɛm mfa yɛ ase
ewurasi yɛtena se ama yɛn nso asɛm mfa yɛ ase
tie bɛ bie ne nka akɔsi kɔkɔɔ
si tie bɛ bie ne nka akɔsi kɔkɔɔ
yɛn kɔɔ ne kuro
yɛn kɔɔ ne kuro
yɛn tia ne kuro bia
yɛn tia ne mmerɛ bia so
ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛ ne ma mu di kyenkyen ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛto hyɛ asante
nanso akɔsi kɔkɔɔ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛ ne ma mu di kyenkyen akye ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛto hyɛ asantema yɛ
akyia me tie bɛ tu nana no ma sɛ mesi meka ne pɛn na mɛsi ne pɛn sɛ me ne asantema yɛ kyɛ akɔsi kɔkɔɔ ama mu da biada
sɛdeɛ na Prempeh agyema apɔmboɔ ɔseɛ no no ɔse sɛ ɔte aseɛ yi deɛ ɔne na santeman ɔmo nkɔ nkɔhyɛ akɔsi kɔkɔɔ ɛmɛ ase da biara da
ɛna wu nyɛ me hu
yɛwura se wu nyɛ ne hu
akyia me sɛ wu nyɛ me hu
yɛwura se wu nyɛ ne hu
mesuro nipa nsa nsoro atuo
yɛwura se wɔ nsuro nipa nsa nsuro atuo
suro si bɔ no masuro ne nwoma
yɛwura nsuro si bɔ no nsuro ne nwoma
masuro bɛyɛ no masuro bɔgya
yɛwura se wɔ nsuro bɔgya na ɛwɔ nsuro bɛyɛ yɛwura se wɔn nsa wɔnyɛ ne ho anokɔfoɔ tɔ amia nso papapɔkɔ du ato ne pɛtɛ so
mentena se nyame wokɔkɔ mu akɔsikɔkɔ ntwa ne nwunu
yɛwura se wɔn tena se ne ano nkɔkuro ama akɔsikɔkɔ mɛtwa ne nwunu
nana no wɔ bia nyɛ bɛma sɛ ne adwuma Prempeh ho asɛ nanso nana no nyɛ me paa ɛne aso
yɛnso yɛwura se ne ɔpaa ne aso
mede aso bie mu ana mewia ma asantema sɛdeɛ bɛyɛ asantema bɛtu wɔn
yɛwura se ɔno deɛ asomdue nkoa na ɔpɛ ama asanteman sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ asantema bɛtu
mepa aso bie nti mmerɛ me nana no de me si abɛnya so so asantehene no meto nsa frɛ abra me sɛ ɔbɛne
yɛwura pa asomdue nti ɛberɛ a yɛnana no de ne si adwa so no ɔto ne nsa frɛ amrado sɛ ɔno so ɔmfa n'ani kɔdua ne si ɛmɛwɛ
akyerɛ me sɛdeɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛaka no yɛbɛtu abɔfo ama no akɔ aborɔkyie no akɔbisa asantehene mu ama sɛ asoɔ no nama no adoko aso kukyie saa nkrataa bɛyɛ a yɛhu ni ama no wurayɛ
nananom sɛdeɛ na Prempeh seɛ no ɔsi yɛbɛtu abɔfoɔ ama wakɔ aborɔkyie yi maa hɔ wakɔbisa no sɛ ɔno na maa amrado kwan sɛ ɔkukyie saa krataa yi mfa mmerɛ yɛn a akyire deɛ ɔwɔ no yɛso yɛatu
sɛ ɔka sɛ yiwɔ no a yɛama abɔfoɔ no atumfoɔ no akyerɛkyerɛ no asante amammerɛ ne amane
yɛwura se sɛ ɔgye tum sɛ yɛɔnom na maa amrado kwan a yɛma abɔfoɔ no atumfo na wɔkyerɛkyerɛ no asante amammerɛ ne amaneɛ
ɛtiɛ mɛka sɛ wɔne
krakye kɔɔsa
mɛsɛ mɛka sɛ wɔhene
krakye kɔɔsa yɛwura wada ama
waku nkuruma ɛsio bena bɔna
sio
dakɔm daman
sio
na afei kɔdu
sio
nana no
sio
abɔfoɔ nye nipa tu wɔn no ama wɔn akosi anaa ba aburokyire
nananom sɛdeɛ na Prempeh seɛ no ɔse saa abɔfoɔ yi a yɛato wɔn din ɛne abɔfoɔ a wɔretu wɔn ama wɔkɔ aburokyire nyinaa hɔ
na mmom kaka no mu nka hu sɛ yɛnkɔgye nipa nipa ne
nananom na Prempeh sɛ wɔnka ho sɛ yɛnkɔgye kurom a ɛno ane ahahan
nti obiara tete toɔ ma ne ma wo
ne saa ne nti obiara tete toɔ ɛma ne ma no
akyerɛ me nyɛ nketenkete
yɛwura se nyɛ toɔ ketekete
akyerɛ nyɛ toɔ nketenkete
yɛwura se nyɛ toɔ ketekete
na mmom ɛtoɔ akɛseɛ
yɛwura se toɔ akɛseɛ
akyerɛ me sɛ ɛtoɔ akɛseɛ
yɛwura se toɔ akɛseɛ
na sika ɛbɛnya firi saa toɔ no
na sika a yɛbɛnya firi saa toɔ no mu
yɛde ama abɔ de akɔ aburokyire
yɛde ama abɔfoɔ no dɔm de akɔ aburokyire nyinaa
akyerɛ me
ɛdeɛ o
mumusa abantema ma mmemmere a mekasa a meka toɔ no mehu sɛ wɔyeyɛ ne nsa sɛ nansɛ matuɔ ne bu abasa so sɛ kɛgyesi awurawura ne wɔnom da ho bio enti ɔwuwie ade bɛ na na abɛne kyerɛ mu
batuma sɛdeɛ na Prempeh seɛ no o sɛ pa tufo kyame tiɛma no tie wura sɛ batuma sɛ nka ba ɔko a nka na medi kan nanso yɛ akɔyɛ pon na ɛyɛ nananom ne yɛtwa wɔn akɔsi adan wɔ aburokyire mu ne yɛtete toɔ kaa ma meka sɛ deɛ amenya no nananom
ɛbɛbɔ n'akyina bɔ na n'akyi do n'ɛto no n'otuma tena kɛseɛ nti na mɛka nsaa da n'apɛpɛ ɔda ama sɛ deɛ batoma seɛ no
ɛnna ɛwɔ sɛ saa na bantima kan deɛ deɛ ma tɔmbra no bɛkyerɛ no ɛda no so papa
n'apɛpɛ sɛ kwa da hɔ ɔyɛ adeɛ dasia mu ɔkyɛ yi wa. Wabema, na pempe wabemo. Na pempe wabemo. Wabema, na pempe wabemo.
Your Excellency, our former Governor, Sir William Bradford Griffith, is going on retirement. As a result, Her Excellency, Queen Victoria of the British government, has appointed Sir William Maxwell as the new Governor of the Gold Coast.
Thank you, gentlemen. It is a pleasure for me to serve with the best elite of scouting, of military tactics, and administration. It is an honor, but also a deep responsibility. As you know, the European powers are racing for war. They try to get as much weapons as possible, needing for that to tap into new markets, fueling their industry, being able to secure the different resources. And the world is not for a period of peace. We are preparing for war. We are not nice and gentle anymore. This is the reason why my first task has been given to come here in Cape Coast and to resolve once for all the Ashanti problem.
This should be interesting. The Ashantis are not going to give up without a fight. Your Excellency, in 1891, Benford Grey offered to take Ashanti under British protectorate, came from confidence in his effort to revive and strengthen the Ashanti Empire. Declined the offer by saying, I might say this is a matter of a very serious consideration, and which I'm happy that we have arrived at this conclusion, that my kingdom of Ashanti will never commit itself to any such policy. Ashanti must remain independent as it all, at the same time being friendly with all white men.
Exactly. That's where the whole problem is. We are in conflict. We are preparing. The Germans are in the Volta region, the French in the Côte d'Ivoire. We, in the international race for power, it is only a question where the flags have been planted and where not. We have received your different reports in London. We have analyzed them deeply. Thank you very much for all your effort. And we have, the administration has arrived to the conclusion that it is not a good idea to do like in 1874, to attack straight away the Ashanti Kingdom. This may request too much of the very more and more precious British blood. This is why the administration has asked me to underline the existing treaty, the Fomena Treaty of 1974. I have already written a letter to Prempeh I, asking him urgently to follow what the other kings have promised. One, we want to be able to interfere into the activity, so we need to have local British residents in Kumasi to be able to figure out things and act much more instinctively, and also to influence much more the population. Second, we need to have our markets, our goods float the market, destroying the artisanship. Three, we need the local population to hate their own traditions of their fathers to come to our civilized world. Fourth, it has been promised that a lot of gold will be paid. Right now, the empire is expecting some 50,000 ounces of gold. If the Ashantis would pay that, they would have much less aggressivity in our direction. Last but not least, Julius Caesar, 2,000 years ago, explained, divide to rule. We have asked in the Fomena Treaty, and they have accepted, that any tribe rebelling against them, asking for our protection, will be left in that positive state for us, and this is not happening.
Your Excellency, as I always say, we have to forcibly send troops to Kumasi to prepare the ground for another war with the Ashantis. When Sir Garner Wolseley sent troops to conquer them, they became afraid of us. The war made them lose vast territories. We also looted their royal regalia and big treasures.
As the governor has said, we have to review our strategies against the Ashantis. Inasmuch as we have previously fought and conquered them, anytime some of the founding factions like Mampong, Sukta, Otumfuo, attempt to join our government and then unexpectedly they change their mind.
Yes, I know the king is very politically powerful, but we have to find another solution.
We have to take action.
Exactly.
Your Excellency, I think we have to send soldiers and arrest King Prempeh and put him in prison.
Yes, this might be a very good idea.
Your Excellency, you have a visitor.
Yes.
Your Excellency.
Yes.
This is Kwame, an informant from Ashanti.
Be welcome, Kwame. You are welcome in this place just like yours.
Hey, Abazima. I'm Ramsey. They can't show that on our power. Abazima, no one.
Na mpire ya ko so asantime mu no me dia brene se de obesi aboa na ma watumi adam mu so watoto ne dia be yie so anu entre me bai why
Your Excellency, Kwame is an honest person. All the information he gives us are very accurate. And he says he came to welcome you and make you aware of everything that is going on in the Ashanti.
This is great presence for people like him.
Committee, a team of all can. Also, and no, some it's a baby. Or one chance from good tomorrow. Okay.
So, as an informant, I would need to know what is the latest development in that Ashanti kingdom. As him, we have the desire to bring the Ashanti kingdom into modernity, knowing the fact that his desires will be quite part of our efforts.
I'm not a single guy there. Obama, be there. No, about some night. Come in.
I'm not a graduate. Tina to my brother, I'm not going to say. Katana, what problem are they doing now? Exactly. What kind of I didn't know. And what can I say? As you see, and I'm not with you all. Now, you can't do nothing but say something. They say, I'm not to a bunny. I don't think, I want to say, I want to work for a budget. What him out? No more catches the second and I'm not the trouble. Or him out, as a shasha, and I want to move. I don't have a buy.
Your Excellency, he says, Nana Prempeh has received your letter, but he doubted you. And he and his chiefs started insulting you to the extent that they sent a delegation to go to Victoria, our queen, yes, to verify if she sent him to write that letter. So he came here to inform you.
Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, I'm sorry. I think we have to send our soldiers and arrest these chiefs.
Yes, but first, our position is not yet compromised much. For sure, my reputation, the reputation of my father, my grandfather, all loyal subjects of the Queen, are questioned by such an obscure delegation. But who are they? Here they are princes and kings. Over there, they're just well-dressed, anti-Christian, rebellious troops, rebellious against the empire.
And it is King Prempeh's councillors that have given that idea. Else, there's no way he decides to bring such hefty debts upon the bill.
Otumfuo Nana Prempeh for no why the matter.
Almost say, what was all my time? I'm not going to see the Echo Kumasia and I said, or he was sitting down at a conference. But I was telling him, ever said what I don't know what's for, what's it would go. Now I hear the trouble. But I want to say, if you're going to die, oh, my good was I do not put down after the year, up on the twat, nobody has to buy him. My dad, what you cook down, I don't know so. What would you come to buy?
Oh, Nyabata.
I will just tell Otumfuo that I have increased the presence because of his goodwill. Reassure him that it will be his name that will be recalled by Victoria, not the delegation, not those chiefs. Tell him to please follow you to our head officer so that he can give the name of all those sub-chiefs that are trying to interfere in our politics. He is greatly important for this.
Committee, I'm not losing what the man or later. Hey, Tim. A more trade. Our intimacy. Them I am fine. What is the good power and imagine? Come on, you bet your word, Nana. Yes, sir. I will give it 100 so that it will be the list.
Great. Gentlemen.
Listen.
Gentlemen, this meeting, who was a bit scary for me, has found quite some interesting information. I think we should be careful not to relieve ourselves of the international stress from our diplomatic
Excellency, we have to go to the war with our scientists. We keep delaying for too much.
We are going, but we need to stay calm and find the best way possible. In all the different ways that Ernest Machiavelli has taught in his book, and this is what we are going to do. So please stay alert and think about it. We are going to act.
na ya ko ko ate ucho bia kuno ucho ka tu bia kuno ucho bia ni ata
Madama, it's an anonymous SSL. Yabayo Rapaba, the Mohammed I tell you, I can't swap Paba. I said, look, Otumfuo my head, so we get in our Yanni Hima, and Samuel Kuamra, Yabayana, Yabayan, told affairs happens on my head. Nana Prempeh, Brigisi, Nana. The same second number boy, what's the so man to buy a sign about what he has to pay. I'm back and very sick. What's the man to say? One for what chairman and my man, Guamla. Now, what's I said? What's I telling you something? And yes, the dirty. Or take down one or so. Or go down a net. Do that. Madama, go on, him out. My uncle, ever tell me what? Now you're afraid of you. Came back to me.
I'm Prempeh. Why is that to me? What could I tell you? What could be soup you? What could you do for baby? I think it's too many years old. Now, Prempeh, what payment?
Came back to Nana Mamsam Simida, one must accept to suffer what you say. Nana, such an apple, so the must say, so to suffer what you say. One of Becca and knew how you see it to a buffalo say, one could see a brother named Domano, a was at Timaso. You're not so back, I am, and who will see I know. Then I have you go and grow, say a club of war. Now one could see I'm not good. And in the Domano, I was at Santimas. Yes, I bought one is your man, Rado Tias, and Fidia Santima, Yaku said, oh, good near Bandam, senior person, the better than Masiano, I feel you better make the number. You're not saying, Yama, I'm not going to say, Runia Maya, or per se, or Black Abbott Masi, selling CLM, affair, a Santimaya person. Above one Baba catch them, say, I'm rather say what till now, so they just want it as rough for Bakumasi. Now, Baba say, above one catch them, say, I'm rather say, Samai, the catch and what it, no one child just said, one in the dog, Bakumasi. Nunti said, yes, ya had my name, you will need, and then senior did the better must have and Nuntina, yes, ya. And Tina Baba say, send a move that tire. Now you're going to now senior or the neighbor Kumasi and Luti and Yajasia. And I don't, you're a British guy in Nana, or so my father. That is you're right. You're right. Wadama, I have 1 month to say, I'm not a about it. Or just put a form, get in a one, I just so, the mention of another man says, will be a management. Nana, not Papa said, will be a management. You did the Asante, you did the Asante, young one in the book was as his wife, you just a young before. Young one in the book was as his wife, you did a trial before. And then the second year says, was Santini Papa didn't remember the Gadame was a million when you before. There are
te aseɛ sɛ santini papa bi a wɔdi nokorɛ ama sikadwa ne Nana Prempeh deɛ
in their anger towards Nana Prempeh for defying them, for resisting them, arrested him, his chiefs and his family, and exiled them all to the Seychelles. In order to do that and take control of the Asante Empire, they painted Asante cultural histories as vile and evil. They painted a cultural practice like human sacrifice as barbaric. And ironically, such sacrifices were not unique to Africa. The ancient Britons too sacrificed humans to their gods, Taintates and Tyrannus. By depicting African traditions as vile and evil, they sought to legitimize their control over Asante Empire. But King Prempeh, wise and endearing, resisted the British rule, and for that they were exiled. The story of the British remains a complex web of intrigue, power, and politics. And yet this is the story of one man who stood tall and resisted oppression. This is the story of a king, kind, courageous, and wise. This is the story of Nana Prempeh the First, the 13th king of the Ashanti Empire. Thank you.
Your Majesty, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Majesty, if it pleases you at this point, humbly I ask that as many as can, we observe a celebration of those who parted in the Seychelles and could not make it home, for they too have been and continue to be the bearers of the heaviest burden for our freedoms that we enjoy today. This I so pray. And so we shall all rise, and for 100 seconds, we shall not be silent. We shall rise, we shall roar, we shall clap, we shall celebrate and immortalize the memory of all who passed in the Seychelles and could not make it home. This is to our forebears. From our mother Yasantua to the great Naneja, to the least who passed in glory in the Seychelles, we say rest in glory, your legacy lives on. A resounding round of applause once again. invite His Excellency President John Otumfuo, the Regional Minister, Her Excellency Harriet Thompson, and the Chair of the Planning Committee, Nana Please be seated. Everybody, please be seated. We leave after Otumfuo has left. Please, everybody, be seated. Let me invite our speakers, the UNESCO representative, together with all our speakers. Please join us. And the last photo will be with all the members of the planning committee. The last photo with all the members of the planning committee. Please come on stage. All the members of the planning committee, please come on stage. Members of the planning committee, please come on stage. So this ends. We say many thanks to you.